That's a liberal.
It's like saying, would you rather have wine or water?
Wine, a half inch means a lot sometimes.
Nobody likes to eat crow. Right.
Now I'm starving.
How much is the economy today? It's that much.
Pumpkin latte sucked, and I want to speak to your manager.
Objection, hearsay. Objection, leading. Objection, hearsay.
Where is that woman when Biden speaks?
Get out of here. His name is pronounced Joni. And that's the end of it.
Right stuff, and look at this. We're sitting together in the same spot, and we forgot to share the show. And oh my gosh, it's been such a day.
I'm doing it. Doing it.
She's doing it. I didn't do it. I forgot to share everything. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Right Stuff. Howard, Zim, how are you? Good to have you here. And Grandma Joe is with us. How are you, Grandma Joe? Mickey, how are you, Mick? Tell us if we're coming in loud and clear or not, because we're using a new computer. So
in a new location. We're coming to you from lovely downtown Staten Island in Denoy Restaurant. So everybody should come down and have a drink with us after the show. And our OG is with us, Lucille. How are you? Ralph, how are you, Ralph? Oh, here comes all the comments. Good. I see everybody is here. All right, this is good. The movie is tomorrow, Angela Ricca. So the premiere is tomorrow, and for everybody, I was supposed to put it up on the site. Sorry. Everybody should buy tickets for the 13th. In the Atrium, or in what's the other one on Forest Avenue. I know that a couple of the shows are already sold out, and if you're watching us from any other state in America, it's called The Relentless Patriot. Scott Lebedo. He needs your help to get this movie off the ground. You will love it. It's a great movie, right? I don't know, because tomorrow's the premiere.
Oh, you didn't see the
trailer.
previews? Oh, I saw the preview. I saw the movies earlier on. Well, I'm special, so I got to see it. Okay, let's see. Who else? Regal. That's it. Regal. They're there. So anyway, here we are, and boy, oh boy, we have a lot to talk about. Hunter Biden.
No,
guilty. So what do we think is going to happen here? Jail time. I mean, I saw Ron Kuby on New York One talking about it, and he said that for federal crimes, there is a there's a guidelines, and those guidelines are, the judges usually follow them. And for this, he's saying that it's probably about 15 to 18 months. So what do you guys think? All right. Ralph says no jail time. Let's see. I don't know. Who are you asking? Jen or me? My mom's single. She lives in South Carolina, though, Chris, but you're welcome to go. She's a really good looking lady, and she knows how to cook, and she's funny as hell. So,
yes.
Okay, now we're just taking calls.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's really a crap show. All right, so I personally think that the Hunter Biden trial shouldn't have taken place. I don't think the Trump trial should have taken place. I think both of them were sham trials, and I think they're both stupid. But if Trump had a trial, then it was right for Hunter to have a trial. That's kind of my thought. What do you think, Jen? Is he going to jail?
It'll be house arrest. Then he'll just do crack in his house.
Oh, yeah, all the hookers could just come over to the house. Yeah. Hello, Maria Lupo. How are you? Why wouldn't his father just pardon him?
Votes.
Yeah, well, if his father pardons him, I mean, think about it. Joe Biden was the one who, and Ralph could probably tell us what the law was, where three strikes and you're out. The federal law for drug sales. So I think that so many young men wasted away in jail with that law that if Biden pardons Hunter, that's not going to be a good look. That's my 2 cents. Chris naps. All right. Anyway, so speaking of the Bidens, let's see. We all know that that Joe was in France for D-Day, right? For the D-Day celebration. Why would he do crack at his house when he can do crack in the White House? I don't have my bell. Oh, ding, 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 ding. Very good one. Very good one. Howard. Joe will pardon him.
He says no already, so
That's what he said.
I'll forget and do it.
Oh, Ramon is with us. How are you, Ramon? Good to have you. See, look, you shared it already. It's going up. I'll share it on Twitter when I put on the next clip. Well, although it's just going to be a second. So anyway, our illustrious president, Joe Biden, was in France with Macron to acknowledge the men who are still alive who landed on the beach in Normandy. And let's just see how he conducted himself on stage.
Distinguished guests, please welcome the Honorable Lloyd J.
Oh,
He's like, Jill, can you tie my shoelace?
what was he doing? Do you think he was looking for his chair? I think he was looking for it. I think he just. All right. Well, here's another
He
one.
might have had shit running down his pants, like.
Ooh, that's a visual that I could do without, but you might be right. I think he was looking for his chair or a potty. Who knows? All right, here's another one. This is just so that you could see the
What a moron he is.
the difference between the president of France and our president. Oh, wait, we have a whole bunch of comments came in all at one time. Let's see. Tisha, you can go back to Jen's house later and climb over her wall. Yeah, wouldn't you like to see that? I got a hip, a knee, I got a metal rod in my leg. I don't think I'm climbing over any walls, Howard, but good try. If he commutes or pardons his son, it won't be until after the election. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Why not? They're all scammers, so why not? Yeah, was he farting? I think he was. Yeah, that might be exactly what he was doing. He farted and it came. Oh, God.
He's looking the other way for the noise.
Oh, he should have switched to Duracell. Oh, I love that. That's fantastic. He did. He looked like he was running out of steam. It's like all of a sudden, what was I? What am I doing? Oh, that's great. I love our audience. I absolutely do. Okay, here's the other one. Giving a medal to one of the soldiers. He was
He's probably asking,
Did you see Uncle Buddy?
were you the man that ate my uncle?
No, did you see Uncle Bud? Oh my God. He punched him in the face. Did you see that? Oh my God. Watch again. fighting for us, and it's great that you were able to hang around for 80
Maybe
years.
that was the guy that ate his Uncle Buddy.
Maybe. You never know. Oh my God, he's such an embarrassment. They used to say that Trump was an embarrassment. I can't. Let's see. Please stop making fun of President Poopy Pants. I'm sorry, I can't. It's impossible. It's like a car accident. You got to look. Well, you got to say something. The man is a moron. It's bad. It's bad. The professor has joined us. Hello, professor. He probably forgot because I didn't post it in my 9,000 places that I usually post it. Was that a right or left hook? I don't know. It was just Macron kisses him both cheeks. Not good. He gets a punch. That's what he gets for his service. Yeah, it looks like Biden was jealous. Yeah, because the guy looked more fit than him, and he's 101 years old. Hello, beer nuts. I would give you a ring if I had my bell, but I'll give you a clap. How are you, beer nuts? Thanks for joining us from Twitter. Please, if you're watching us on Twitter, share it. Please share it, repost it so other people see it. I forgot I was running around today. It was bad. He is a joke. He asked him if he remembered him in the foxhole test day in World War II. Yeah, probably. It's just, am I the only one? Is he just, I don't know.
Retarded.
I don't think I've ever been so embarrassed of any president, including Jimmy Carter.
No, and Bush choked on pretzels and in front of, was it China?
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Biden's hand is broken in 5 places now. That's excellent. Excellent. Oh, I miss my bell. It's not the same without my bell. All right. So anyway, here's somebody who doesn't really appreciate Joe Biden very much either. And he also doesn't appreciate the woke. Yeah, he's a pastor, Pastor Jennings. And he has something to say to, watch. Oh, we can just watch that.
Times a chunk.
No, we watched the other one. Oh, yeah, we watched that one twice. Okay. I'm not drinking. I swear I'm not drinking. I just have to settle in. It's the New York air. It's no good. I can't. All right, here, Pastor Jennings.
A woman.
What is a woman?
It's your mama.
That's right. Plain and simple.
You that confused? Let me come and watch it. I tell you, it's your mama. It sure ain't your daddy.
That's right. Go ahead. That's right.
What is a woman? Now the transgender want to take away the title mother from the women.
Lord.
Yeah, all you women that got babies, they don't want the women now to be called mothers. They want them to be called baby carriers.
What?
Like you're a freightliner.
My
You're
Lord,
a freightliner.
my Lord.
Baby carriers. And these dumb, ignorant congressmen is considering it. Wow. What's a woman? Your mama.
Your mama. That's right.
President Biden joining in on the conversation.
Mm.
We didn't know what a woman. We didn't know what a woman is. A woman is your mama.
That's right. Tell him about Pastor.
That man is past 80, isn't he? He's past 80, right?
I believe so.
You mean to tell me you past 80 and you don't know your mama and your wife?
That's right.
Is a woman?
Lord help us.
All right. What's a woman? Your mama. Me. I'm a woman. We love Pastor Jennings. I mean, he's fair game, Joe Biden. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't like making fun of my president. I actually hate it. But I mean, in church, this occurred. Interesting. Let's see. What's scary is the Democrats will vote for Biden again. What are you doing?
I'm putting it
Oh,
on.
jeez, Louise. By the time you finish putting it everywhere,
Well,
the
you're
show will be
speaking.
ended. Yeah, but I'm speaking because you're not. Otherwise, they'd be just looking at us, and your shirt's not nearly low enough for that. The vet asked Biden if he needed his seat. Yeah, right. Or if he needed his walker. If Biden wants to start farting, he should stop eating ice cream. Oh, lactose intolerant. Very good.
I think his shoe was untied. He actually to tie
it. Jill just didn't pay attention either.
No,
She's
done
just,
with it.
oh my God, it's too much. Democrats, liberals are all about women's rights until they throw women under the bus for trans rights. Thank you for saying that, Howard. Thank you for saying that, because do you notice something else? Do you notice that all of a sudden everybody's calling inanimate objects she and her again? I remember as a kid, they used to call cars and trucks and houses or whatever she. And Helen Gurley Brown and everybody else had something to say about it, because they said, women, you should not be addressing inanimate objects with that pronoun. Now all of a sudden,
Well, cars have breakdowns. Women have meltdowns.
I'm not saying that there's no similarities. I'm just saying that the women's rights movement stopped all that from happening. Now suddenly here we go again. We're doing it again. How come? We had which was it? A trans person just won the Miss whatever state contest it was. I don't know. Somebody tell me which one it was. So that we have that. So now women are no longer the beauty queens. And it wasn't even like a liberal state, I don't think. Somebody help me out here. If my husband is out there, he'll remind me, because we watched it together. So what the hell? We're talking about abortion rights. Right? They all want to talk about the right to abortion and healthcare. But how about the right to have a vagina and be acknowledged as a female, and not have some man with a penis come along and say that I'm a woman? It's sick. This is your generation that's all crazy out there. A woman is an adult human female who is naturally beautiful and intelligent, like Letitia and Jen, because they're beautiful. Mwah!
Who says I'm a woman? You hear my voice?
You're a woman. I know. I made you. The battle for women's equal rights has been surpassed by deviant, I think you meant, superiority. Well, it's true. I mean, it's crazy that we're willing to give up our rights to what? Be cool? I mean, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. When Martina Navratilova speaks up about trans playing women's sports, they destroy her. And she was a leader in that community. She absolutely was. And she's now a housewife in Miami. I can't even. All right, let's see. I didn't get a lot of videos because I expected that you'd be funnier when I was sitting with you. But I guess this isn't happening, huh? All this sexual organ mastectomies is about population control. How low do we want to go? Let's just talk about this population control. What's the right number? What's the right number in the world? What do these woke kids think? What's Bill Gates think? What's the number of people that should be living in the world? We're going to have population control. Here's the thing, that if women are the ones who are embracing this ridiculousness, then we deserve exactly what we get. I'm sorry. We deserve, and I've said it a million times. You're not going to see a dad say, let's go to a drag queen story hour with our son, so that he can understand.
Well, if there was a dad, that was a woman.
Right, exactly. Miss Marilyn, thank you, honey.
It was a WAD.
Woke control, yeah. I think we need to stop it. I think the whole thing needs to stop. I've had enough. I want to know what we're going to do, how we're going to change this, because it's not just America. It's England. It's, you know, it's everywhere, and it's got to stop. So, okay, let's see. Where are we? All right. So speaking of woke and women and gay and all that, watch this drag queen. Something else here.
Country, right?
Palestine or pro?
And so I did a study abroad in the Middle East with Israel and Palestine.
Would you say you're pro-Palestine or pro-Israel?
Pro-Palestine.
As a gay man, I would be punished and or put in prison or killed if I were openly gay in Palestine. How do you react to that?
I didn't know that. So
it is illegal to be gay in Palestine. You are punished by prison or death.
Israel?
No, Israel has gay pride. Israel is completely open to lesbian and gay people. So Palestine puts them in prison or kills them. You weren't aware of that?
I was not aware of that, no. So that does pose an interesting aspect.
Have you seen the Queers for Palestine movement? It's a very common movement, but I don't see any Muslims for Queer movements.
Yes. That's where it gets gray, right? Like, that's where I feel like...
Well, for me, it's not gray. I am fearful of Islam because there is no Islamic country on earth that embraces me as a gay man.
So, okay, so maybe I'm confused because Israel, which is still an Islam country, right?
No, Jewish.
Okay.
So Israel's Jewish, Palestinians are Islamic.
Okay.
Was that Cinderella?
Which one?
Manarella?
The best was is that she said that she majored in Middle Eastern studies. And
I did my thesis, and I know where your head goes when you cheat on your husband. So.
God Almighty, help us. Globalization, one government is their agenda. You know, but is it, Ralph, one government? Who's going to be in power? Because you think that these elites are not going to fight over that. By the way,
They just want the land.
all of the land?
Yeah.
And who is it? But that's what I'm saying. Do you think that 10 billionaires, trillionaires, whatever, 10 elite men, 10 of the elitist community are going to get together and say, okay, we're going to divvy this up evenly and nobody's going to backstab to get more than the other person? It's human nature. So who made this decision? You know, this is what I don't understand. We in America have the best form of government that you could possibly have, where you have equal rights, you have the ability to speak up, you have the ability to question your government, you have the ability to
move here illegally and get money.
You got the ability to do that too. But this is, I don't see how this plays out. Lady MAGA USA, America's greatest drag queen, 100%. If I had the bell, I'd go ding.
Is that
ding,
her
ding.
name?
Yeah. Is that Glinda, the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz? Looked like it, right? I was blown away. Anthony Cassone. I'm saying, please, I want to borrow Jen's stop sign now. Yeah, we forgot to bring the stop sign. Oh, we're a mess today. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we need it. We need the stop sign. The peace activists having a fundraising festival on October 7th were the target. Okay, yeah, absolutely. It would. Oh, you mean the target for this? Yeah. There's only one Jewish state in the whole world, and that's the truth. The United Nations will be the global capital. Really? I just want to understand how that plays out for you, Ralph, because I don't see it. No matter how I play this out in my head, it's always going to come down to one person wanting all the power, because it doesn't. Nobody, they're not sharing this. And I'm not finished with it yet, but Professor, I was reading Google Archipelago on the plane coming here, and you're spot on, and thank you for recommending that book. Everybody should read it. It's about woke capitalists. So, and it talks about, what the ends game might be and how they're using digital media, social media, Google, Alexa, all that stuff to control the information, to feed the information to our kids and our people, to condition us. And it's like the gulags years ago, and how they conditioned people. They tortured people. They punish people. But now we're doing this to ourselves in our minds. We're actually censoring ourselves. People who don't want to speak up, people who are afraid because of work or whatever. It really is an interesting book. And that's why I can't play it out, where the UN is going to be the central government. I can't figure that out. So I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just saying I can't figure it out. The United Nations placed Israel on a blacklist. The UN needs to go. But it's never going to happen, right? Because who's going to pull out? Well, it'll happen if Trump is the president. I guarantee you America will not be in the UN anymore. Israel is the indigenous nation of the Jews. Absolutely. We know that. We believe that here. No stop sign, no. A shit show. We're running a shit show.
The worst show ever.
The worst show ever. Jim wants to change the name of the show, but believe it or not, the worst podcast ever was already taken.
Do they have more views than us?
Oh, yeah. More viewers than that. Because they remember to share.
We should call it the worst show.
The worst show.
Than the worst show ever.
Yeah, that's a thought. Look at the peacekeeping military forces paid for by your tax money. China is one of the largest participants. 100%. Here, your grandmother's going to comment.
Yeah, because my eyelashes are too long. She went long. I can't see.
So I landed last night and I was delayed by quite some time. And we're coming home from the airport, a drive that Jen has made about 100 times easy in her lifetime. And she misses the exit and she goes north instead of south because her eyelashes are too long. And now we're riding around in Jersey in circles.
Missing every exit. Because they're like this. I look like Tammy Faye Baker. They know how to do my eyebrows. A new girl did them, and I walked out with them. Tammy Faye Baker. So no, I cannot say. And I went to bed at 2 a.m. because we got home late because I picked up at 11:30, and I got lost a million times.
It's all within 3 minutes of being together in the car. We were hysterical laughing. And we were in the worst part of town at midnight. It was ridiculous. Okay, this is a long one, so I'm going to let you all read that yourself. Nobody listens to the UN. I would think that would be so, but again, just it's people don't want to be the one to say emperor has no clothes. Nobody has the guts or the courage to actually stand up and go against where the tide is going. It's just the way it is, and we've got to break out of that. Absolutely. Hello, Jen, all the way from Canada, and your mom.
Hi,
Athena.
Oh,
hey, Athena, thank you. All right, Trump is steps ahead while Biden makes several business trips. Yeah, oh well, that's true. So I saw a cute cartoon, and I mentioned it to some people. I don't know if you all did. It's a meme, and it is Biden at the podium saying, "What have we come to when the Republican candidate for president of the United States is a convicted felon?" And then in the next frame, that you have a reporter asking Biden, "What have we come to when the sitting president, Democratic president of the United States, is losing in the polls to a convicted felon?" I love it. Absolutely love it. And anytime somebody says to you that Trump is a convicted felon, I suggest we all answer with that.
Yep.
He's a convicted felon, but your president is losing to him.
And so is his son.
Oh, somebody's here. It might be Eddie. Change the name of the show to Right Stuff, Tea Working Gals. You'll triple the audience. Oh,
Tea work.
Yeah, working gal. Working gal.
Oh.
Yeah. I got you, Howard Zim. So you want us to fall right into that deviant stuff.
Oh no.
Oh, look at we have guests. So We have guests on the show. Oh, this is wonderful. That's what happens in downtown Hanoi. All right, pull up a chair.
You're not
see.
wearing shoes?
No, I didn't want the clock.
You didn't want the clock. Don't worry. We have some of our audience is actually here. This is great. This is great. And Biden has a son who is now a convicted felon. Indeed. Angela, come here for a minute and show your face.
Not tonight.
That's tonight.
I'll say hello.
Oh, yeah, come and say hello. Say hello, Angela. There she is. Hello out there, everybody in TV land.
Sounds like no.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. Well, this is the worst show ever that we've ever done.
No, you're doing good. I was watching.
Oh my gosh. All right, wait, let's see. Where are we? Mickey, USA needs to leave the UN. I agree. So elect Trump and we'll get out of the UN and NATO too, because what the hell good was NATO? Russia goes in and bombs Ukraine, and you would think that the first act would be that NATO would defend them. No, they wait for what? 180 days or whatever until they got their asses beat. And then they decide they're going to do a couple things and they're tinkering around the edges and still they haven't done anything. So it's bullshit. So why are we paying all this money? Yeah, I have no idea. It's crazy. You can, if you don't want to be on camera, it's fine. You can just yell. People can hear you.
I was going to put the headset on.
Oh, okay.
Listen in and
the UN belongs in the ocean and deep sixth. Oh, 100%.
So is California.
A little bit of New York too, not Staten Island, but the four other boroughs can go. Staten Island can stay.
Lots of Queens and the Rockaways are very good people.
All right, so we're gonna keep. See, this is how it all starts. You're getting ready to dump it, and then everybody comes up and says, "No, but my mother lives in Queens and the Rockaways." We can't get rid of it. That's the problem. Yeah, listen. Sometimes people have to go. It's just. It works that way sometimes. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. And Biden has a son who is now, we said that already. Well, I like to say it over and over and over again. Oh, wait, I didn't say hello. Billy Nolan. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Ding, ding, ding. No, okay, not that way. All right. The people who hate Trump are MAGA-phobic. Yes, and they have TDS. Right. Let's see. We got spell check going on, self-spell check. This is good. I love our audience. All the founding fathers were convicted felons under the court of the king. Indeed. And I have a meme on my page, on all my pages, showing that. So everybody share it because that should get
I
around.
don't even share the show.
This should they don't.
No one's showing you meme.
I know. Yeah.
No one cares. We have a lazy audience.
Well, that's why it's called. Don't you even care?
Look, your husband's here.
That's why I called the show. Don't you even care? You don't care. All right. They are not fooling anyone. The UN or NATO or California
Or Biden.
or the Democrats. Billy Nolan says, hi, Angela.
Hi.
And she says hi back. And Ramon says hi, Angela. And Bobby says hi, Angela. She's the most popular person on the show, and she's sitting on the other side of the camera. Chris wants to know if you're single. No, she's taken. But maybe we could arrange something if you share the show. Okay, no, it's not. What do you think?
Well, I'm trying to text. Wish
The worst
Colleen
show
a
ever?
happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Irish?
Colleen Mahoney, happy birthday. I meant to text you
No, no,
earlier
no,
today.
no.
I know.
She
Okay. Oh my God. I was going to call you early. I'm sorry. I know I already wished you happy birthday early, but I will still do it. There's still time in the day. Russia has its sixth fleet on the Cuban shore as we speak. Did you know this? Yes, I know this. And China is building up. This is insanity, what's going on now. In a little while, we're going to talk a little bit about North and South Korea. That was Jen's ad. That's pretty good.
I had.
Yeah, that was Jen's ad today. Atlantis would sue the UN.
Like in the Bahamas, like Atlantis.
Club Atlantis? Or Atlantis like the community that sank under the ocean?
No, they didn't sink. Atlantis still exists. My friend works on there. works at Atlantis.
No, well, that's what I'm trying to think. There was the fictional, well, not fictional, the lost world of Atlantis, or Atlantis, where what's his name?
Ramon, answer it, please.
Where Aquaman lives, not Atlantis. Poseidon. Staten Island is the best borough. It is indeed the best borough. As much as I keep on saying that I had to leave New York, I'm sad that I had to leave Staten Island. Have to go back and finish working out. Have a good night and a great week. Thanks, Howard Zim.
Howard left early last week too because he couldn't agree with us, so he left.
Was it Howard?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here you're getting a brain workout, maybe, or we're killing brain cells. Which one?
Howard, you're being woke. You don't like what we're saying, so you're leaving. Fine.
Way to get Jen another drink. Hers is getting low. Oh gosh. There she is. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Keep going. To you. Happy birthday, dear Colleen. Happy birthday to you and many more. Thank you for joining us on your birthday. I wish I brought a cake. Hello, John Beccaria. Good to see you. So Trump not only has the numbers skyrocketing in the poll, now he's earning street cred. 100% from him.
He's nothing but a gangster.
Gangsta. We'll take it. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, she called you. She's a better friend than me. Definitely. That sank under the ocean. Right. Atlantis. That sank under the ocean. Okay. The lost city of Atlantis. It was under the ocean. Everybody knows which Atlantis. You were thinking it was that Club Med thing. Yeah. All right. Tom and I were shocked that the good people of Delaware convicted the Biden boy. Yeah, we all were shocked. I mean, that case should have never been brought, in my opinion. But since they brought it, the stupid cases against Trump, that's what it is. All right. Before we get too far afield, let's see. All right. So we were talking about New York and California and everybody having to go. Well, speaking of cases, listen to what Judge Judy had to say.
Oh, I know what we got here. We got here because a small group of people who had very loud voices created a scenario where bad people got rewarded and the victim got punished by the system. When you have elected district attorneys who don't know what their job is, they should go find another job, fill ice cream cones someplace, but don't ruin cities. And what's happened around New York City, Portland, San Francisco, you had district attorneys who didn't know what their job was. And the cities are ruined. People are leaving. That's what happened.
What are you going to do with it? That blown out. Oh, yeah. We're a great show. We promote drinking and smoking and cursing. And nobody watches us. I don't understand. Okay. So Judge Judy says the DAs are all screwy, and this is why America is no good. And if Judge Judy says it, then you know it's right. And you know what else? You know who else has been speaking up? And I am beyond, I'm over the moon and beyond. Dr. Phil. I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but he interviewed Trump after the verdict, and it was one of the best interviews ever. It's on Merritt Street. You can download the app for free, and you can watch it. Phenomenal. It was more than an hour, and it was a great, great interview. So finally, people are starting to speak up. So that's good stuff. I'm happy about that. Wow, she's right on point. It's so depressing. It really is. District attorneys were elected and repressing the progressives who elected them. Yeah, and they don't even realize that progressives don't even realize that they're, I just don't understand when progressives became so in love with authoritarianism. And a government that tells them what to do, when to eat, when to shit, when to sleep, when to, I mean, really.
Well, you work at Starbucks and tell you can't have a break. They cry. You can't go to the bathroom. They cry.
Right. But they want the government to tell them what to do. Judge Judy hit the nail on the head. Soros elected DAs, rap bastards. Mickey, ding, 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 ding. You are on the money, my friend. On the money. Dr. Phil is self-aware of what's happening, 100%. Here's the Trump interview. Oh, Colleen comes through again. She is the best. Hey, I just realized Debbie Lebato's not on, and Susan DeRima. I wonder if they're getting ready for
It's on tonight. Is there anything on tonight?
Better Than Us? About a billion things. Paint drying is pretty exciting compared to All right, so this is, in case anybody didn't see it, here is the letter from Judge Merchan to Trump, to both sides, letting them know that there was somebody in the jury talking about the verdict before the actual verdict came up. And here it is on the New York State Unified Court System. Michael Anderson said his cousin told him that Trump was going to be convicted.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So
What does this mean?
this could mean a mistrial. This could mean a mistrial.
Is it Anderson with a knee or no?
You want to see it again? Hold on a second. I can't fast forward it.
Trying to look it up.
But this is the letter that Merchan wrote on his stationery, and it actually talks about the post. And here's the post, Michael Anderson. But
he lives in New York City, by the way, Manhattan.
Yes,
And his cousin's on the thing. It was already, he since took his Facebook down probably.
He probably took it down because he's in big trouble. And guess what else has been uncovered? This one is phenomenal. Last night or yesterday, the Oversight Committee released this video of Nancy Pelosi saying that it was her responsibility that she didn't bring the National Guard in on January 6th. And if we all remember, Trump said days before, do you want me to call in the National Guard? Because this rally is going to be big. And they all said no. They didn't want any help. Pelosi said no.
Yeah. So he planned that, but he wanted the National Guards there.
Yeah. So this is fantastic.
We have responsibility, Terry. We did not have any accountability for what was going on there, and we should have. This is ridiculous. You're going to ask me in the middle of the thing when they've already breached the inaugural stuff should we call the Capitol Police? The National Guard? Why weren't the National Guard there to begin with?
They thought that they had sufficient resources.
No, there's not a question of how they had. They don't know. They clearly didn't know, and I take responsibility for not having them just prepare for more.
She was sober there, I think.
I don't know about that.
You don't think she was sober?
I was trying to figure out.
She's never sober.
She, you know how it is. When you drink too much, you're always slurring.
Sounds like her dentures were falling out.
That's what it always sounds like. Her dentures are falling out.
The mask was captured.
So she takes responsibility. So isn't that interesting? And so that went out on Twitter yesterday from the Oversight Committee. And then Nancy Pelosi immediately went on TV and tried to keep her narrative going that this was all Trump's fault and he's a traitor and blah, 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 and he needs to pay and he's responsible. She tried to deflect yesterday because I guess she never thought that she was being taped. I don't know why, because even these cars, these government cars, everything gets taped. So isn't that interesting that all of a sudden, this comes to light? So what do you all think about that? Did you guys see that or not? I don't know. The lesbian progressive thought Palestine is pro-gay community. They elected Bragg. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Trump has to win. You know what? Trump has won. And we know it, right? We know that he is in the hearts and minds of so many people. And we know too that we have been silenced, that there were questions we were not allowed to ask. We were not allowed to talk about COVID-19. We're not allowed to talk about the Hunter Biden laptop. And last week we talked about the fact that they shut down the world. Anybody who was going to report on the Hunter Biden laptop was taken out. The New York Post was taken down from Twitter. Nobody was allowed to say anything.
We can talk about Giuliani's laptop.
Right. They were all censored, all that stuff. But then in the Hunter Biden trial, they used the laptop as evidence. The FBI, the very FBI, that 51 agents said that laptop didn't exist. It was Russian disinformation. So, people, now we have Nancy Pelosi admitting that she was wrong and trying to spin the narrative. So, in my opinion, the American people are starting to wake up. They're starting to see, and in my opinion, Trump has already won because he's proving his point. Now we got to get him over the finish line on election day. But in my opinion, he's already won because he has been proved over and over again to be right. Well, what is that saying? Trump's right about everything? Well, he was. Authoritarianism, better known as prison system. Yeah, exactly. Well, Google Archipelago. It's just like Gulag Archipelago. It's a gulag system, but not, instead of it being physical, it's mental and it's information. So read the book, worth it. Dr. Phil also did interview with 2 young African Americans on inflation, really broke things down. Well, he's out now. He is on the Trump wagon, because he sees what's happening in America, and he's not going to be a part of this. Let's all just pretend that the emperor is wearing a suit of armor here when he's standing around naked. Right. Let's just pretend that Joe Biden is a competent, conscientious man who is the smartest guy we all know and who can, hold conversations with people, which is another lie that they're trying to do.
Some people are telling me that they're not listening to Tucker Carlson.
Loud.
Some folks have been telling me they moved from Tucker Carlson to listen to Dr. Phil because they believe Dr. Phil is more on the money with his.
And he's more of a doctor than Joe Biden.
Or even Tucker. They were saying that, a lot of people said.
Come over here so that people can hear you. Angela said that people are moving away from Tucker Carlson and starting to watch Dr. Phil more because they believe that he's more on the money and he's connecting better with people and he's expressing himself, well.
He could convince crackheads to stop doing crack
It's
and
true.
be nice to their families.
It's true. Well,
maybe talk to Hunter Biden.
Maybe you should ask Dr. Phil to come on your show.
Yeah, right. Yes. Dr. Phil, can you talk to our 12 viewers?
You'd be like, guys, are you woke? Are you delusional? Your show sucks. It's a piece of shit.
Why do you girls do
Wake up.
Wake up. Let's really talk about
Let's
what's
get back into the real world. Stop disappointing your parents because this is not working.
She's right. We're down to 12 viewers. It's great. I don't know.
Mind-blowing.
Yeah, mind-blowing. I don't know if one rape case so quickly adjudicated by comparison of the Trump conviction. Oh, right. Exactly. That wasn't a rape case. It was a defamation case. They called it a rape case. The latest case that Bragg brought was an NDA case. It was a case of paperwork. And they called it a hush money case.
An NDA, which means that you're not supposed to speak about anything that happens.
Right. Not speak about it and lie.
Well, it's about the other one too.
Yeah.
You meet him in Bloomingdale's or wherever they were.
Yeah.
Bergdorf Goodman, girlfriend.
Bergdorf Goodman. He picks out lingerie for put on. She willingly puts it on.
Right.
They go into a closed thing. There's no cameras anywhere.
Yeah.
And now you're uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Well.
And do you have look at her face?
Yeah, E. Jean Carroll, right? Donald Trump, who can have and did have every
beautiful wife,
right.
Beautiful other wife.
That's right. And he was at the time he was single. And yeah, he raped you. Right. At least she was wearing her mask because she's too hideous. God, I love Ramon. He's on a roll tonight. She has to drink responsibly. She can't drink responsibly. That ship has sailed. I'm not making light of this, but I honestly thought she sounded like she's had a stroke at one point. Agreed,
Because her
Chris.
teeth fall out.
another one.
They do.
We
They don't have good orthodontists.
We need to send her denture grip. Pelosi is the wicked witch of the West, pure evil. Yeah, Mick, that's perfect.
So the Stormy Daniel paid taxes on the $130,000 hush money. And why didn't anyone ever ask this question?
I don't think so because that's a lawsuit.
No, say the question again.
Did Stormy Daniels pay tax money on the 165? And I don't
No,
think
130,000.
130,000. It's a lawsuit, basically. I don't think
No,
so.
it wasn't a lawsuit. It was
she
an
actually got
NDA.
paid.
It was for her not to. She sold her story to Trump instead of selling it to the National Enquirer.
Right.
That's what that was
But
about.
she still should have declared the 130.
You're absolutely right. That's a good question. I don't know why anybody didn't
And I
ask it.
keep asking that. And Elon Musk actually picked it up the other day. And
Excellent. That's a good question. Everybody ask that question on your social media.
Let's look at our taxes.
Yeah. Why? Yeah, no, it's true. Why no focus on the Capitol participant wearing the police vest? The Democrat Party activist silence. Yeah, well, listen, we've seen these J6 tapes. We know that this whole thing was a setup. And that's why they didn't want the National Guard, right? Because they had to have chaos. They had to have it. They had to. All they have to do is go out and vote. No excuses, no complaint, be vigilant. You're right. So let's make sure everybody does. If I'm going to volunteer in South Carolina to be a poll watcher this year, and I hope everybody does in your local.
And I
board
don't
of
understand
election.
why you don't need your fingerprint or your face recognition to vote. That's what you should need.
Well, they don't even want to
Fingerprint.
give ID.
Well, that's racist.
Yeah, see,
Meanwhile, you can get one for free. Non-driver's IDs.
Yep. Well, listen, remember what Kathy Hochul said? There are black kids in the Bronx who never saw a computer.
They give cell phones for free, the government.
Yeah.
Look at all the migrants. They all have iPhones.
Well, that's the liberals for you, though. Because they're the ones who are saying that because of the color of somebody's skin.
It's racist if they're not allowed to vote.
Yeah, right. And that hasn't happened in years. Orange man in orange jumpsuit sounds like a new Trump gear. Yeah, that's it. Everybody's gonna start wearing orange. Yeah, it's
Remember
gonna be the new
Lucille
fashion.
Ball had on the potato sack?
Yeah. In Paris, they all started wearing potato sacks. Yeah, we should do that. We should all start wearing orange jumpsuits. That's funny. Ramon, you're onto something. I bet you if you got a bunch of orange jumpsuits and said, I'm voting for the convicted
Just
felon.
like Trump convicted.
Yeah, right. That's
Felon
it.
Trump.
Oh, those would sell out.
Don't give anyone any idea.
Well,
we'll call Scott later.
We'll call Scott.
Maybe he'll give us 2%.
All right, we don't have much left. Oh, okay. I promised you this. So here's how North and South Korea fight wars in modern times. So now think about it, right? The Korean War, that was a bloodbath. So many people died, and we were involved in it. And now here we go again, North and South Korea.
Well, there's just no end to the trash balloon versus propaganda leaflets between North and South Korea. The two countries call it a tit-for-tat offensive. The latest retort comes from the North. 700 new trash balloons have been launched on Monday morning. They contain trash, soil, pieces of paper and plastic, manure, and even human and animal feces. Now, Kim Jong-un's influential sister had warned of a fresh round of trash balloons being released if the South kept up its loudspeaker broadcasts and scattering propaganda leaflets. South Korea announced Sunday that it would restart broadcasts via massive speakers placed near the border. This is besides sending out its balloons filled with leaflets against the North Korean regime. The balloons also carry USB sticks with popular South Korean songs and dramas that Pyongyang is extremely sensitive to. These speaker broadcasts go back to the early 2000s and were revived in 2015. Then North Korea's offensive in this literally dirty war over the last couple of weeks. North Korea has sent close to 1,000 balloons to South Korea. The South has called it a military issue. People have been asked to report such balloons and stay away from them. things threaten to heat up further already. South Korea has warned that its military has the capability to respond to provocation from the north. This dimension of North-South hate has led to the suspension of a 2018 agreement as well that had eased tensions between the two sides.
우리 군이 충분히 대응할 수 있을 거라고 생각합니다.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to.
Talk about a load of shit.
You should all send a load of shit to the White House in balloons.
Scott! Don't give Scott any idea.
Oh,
God, Scott. Oh, definitely. Oh my God.
we'll go to jail on that.
No. Who says you can't send a balloon to the White House?
Like, no, I mean like all of them, like tons of
Like
balloons.
Scott did with the.
And he could
the-
send
the
the kids
pizza.
like ice cream cones because he likes ice cream, and just load them with shit.
Oh, I'm liking this idea a lot. This maybe something.
Maybe
Yeah.
we should do that and do podcasts from there.
Okay. And
'Cause
then
I don't care if I go to jail.
I don't either.
What?
They did it in South
They'd
Carolina.
be too heavy.
We'll use dried up like cat shit. They float.
Convicted felon over a pervert. That's good. I like that. 100%. Orange Man superhero. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, let's see. All right. We have 4 minutes left. So this is just to remind everybody, this was what happened in Florida after the Trump verdict. I don't think I have sound on this one. I think we could talk. No, I have no sound. This is from American Papa Bear.
That happens in Florida all the time.
It does. That's
Not
why
that
Florida is great.
That's
Look at
the
this.
flotilla. Now
This
there's
is the flotilla. Yeah. Yeah. So, the whole goal here is to piss them off by continuing to support him and for us to get louder and louder and louder every time they try to screw with him. That's my 2 cents.
And they all have boats because if it was for Biden, they'd have like blow up graphs from CBS. And they would have stolen
Yesterday I
them.
was by Starrett Housing, and they were out on their trucks with Trump signs.
With Trump signs.
Starrett.
At Starrett
Starrett City?
Starrett City.
Which is called something else today. I don't know.
All right.
It used to be the Polo Grounds, I think.
Angela says Starrett Housing, they had Trump signs on their trucks. So this is what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. As Scott says, don't give up the ship. You've got to keep on letting everybody know that you're supporting him. Toilet paper, the White House trees. That's true. Depends. We'll send a bunch of depends over to the White House.
Are they used in that?
Biden will use them.
Yeah, right. We're just supporting our president. The balloon would have signed that Trump says Trump won. Yeah, that's true.
like the shit in the balloons.
The Trump movement grows stronger every day. Absolutely, it does. So anyway, that's us. That's what happens when we're together and not paying attention. That's why we didn't have a lot of people here today, but we had a live audience. I mean, we had a literal live audience today. Everybody clap. Thank you. What do you got to add here? Nothing. She's got nothing. All right. If you were watching on Twitter, I'm just going to say it again. Please retweet it. When now it's too late because we're done. But YouTube's like and subscribe. They're after us. Every time we start to gain momentum, they take us down again. Thank you, Ramon. Thank you. Yeah, no, I mean, even it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. I'm glad, Meg. Thank you very much for joining us. We are going to definitely see you next Tuesday, and I will be back at home base, and my mind will be totally involved in making sure that the show is ready to go. So I'm in Staten Island, but the New York politics, not us either. All right, just another reminder. Relentless Patriot, Scott Lebedo. That's another way that we can tell the progressives, the libs, the woke, that we're not going to take it anymore. Buy tickets. They're, in every theater.
Film it and make bootlegs. Go sell the CDs. CD, DVD. $5.
Okay.
We a local nail salon.
Yeah.
Go to your local nail salon and sell.
All right. Before we get thrown off, we will see you next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.